What would be the outcome if all 20 teams in the Ligue 1 were to go up against each other in an epic battle to claim all of the land in France? Well, today we're going to be finding this out because this is FIFA Imperialism. Now the way this works is simple. We're going to spin this wheel and then this wheel is going to decide the team that's going to be attacking. And in this case we landed on Orient. But they're going to spin this arrow and this arrow will dictate the direction that the team will be attacking in. Now as you can see, the arrow is pointing south, and if we move south from Lorient, we're going to unclaimed land, and in this case, the attacking team will just be able to claim the land. Now this means we're going to have to spin the wheel again, and this time the wheel landed on Stade Rennais. So let's spin the arrow, and the arrow wants them to attack west-northwest. Now if we move west-northwest from their land, we move into Brest territory, and this means that we have ourselves our first matchup. Now all the matches in this video are going to be played in the survival game mode, because this is going to balance things out between the two teams, and overall make the video a lot more interesting, because it's going to be more random. And here we have our first two teams, so let's get into the game. Decent chance for Stade Rennais here. Oh, but the keeper from Brest is going to make a save. But this one opportunity would end up being the only opportunity that occurred in the entire game. And after the 90 minutes, the game ended 0-0. Now whenever this happens, we're going to go straight into a penalty shootout. So we're into a penalty shootout after the game ended 0-0 in the first 90 minutes. And Stade is going to completely mess up their first penalty. Can Brest capitalize on this? Oh, what a penalty! And they capitalized perfectly. Stade with another opportunity, but the goalkeeper makes a save. Can Brest get a 2-0 lead in the penalty shootout? No, Stade's goalkeeper is going to make the save as well. And then another save from Brest's goalkeeper, and then this time Brest managed to score, and now they have that 2-goal lead. Now I think if Stade doesn't score this penalty, they lose the penalty shootout, but they're going to score. And I'm pretty sure if Mandanda doesn't save this penalty, Stade still lose. What? He completely missed the target. Stade's opportunity to score now, but the goalkeeper from Brest makes the save, and that gives them the win. And after being defeated by Brest, Stade is going to forfeit their land to them, and this means that they're now eliminated from this video. So our next team attacking is going to be AC Ajaccio. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And they're going to be attacking southwest. Now if we move southwest, this is off the map, so we're going to have to respin the arrow, and this time the arrow points northwest. Now if we move northwest from AC, we just about move into Marseille's land, and this means that our next matchup is going to be AC versus Marseille. Oh, Milik in a dangerous position after receiving from a throw-in. He takes a shot, but the keeper makes a save. AC now, and they managed to get this bold guy through. Is he going to be able to score? Oh, that has to be a penalty, right? It is. The referee has given a penalty. Now if AC can score this goal, they'll find themselves in the lead. Oh, and what a penalty! He absolutely smashed that thing away. And then this goal from the penalty would end up being the only goal scored in this game, which means that Marseille was now eliminated from this video, and AC claimed all of their land. The next round saw Angers expanding into some more free land, Monaco heading south to take on AC, where they'd ultimately defeat them in a penalty shootout, and as a result claim all of their land. Brest heading east to take on Angers, where they'd ultimately defeat them in, you guessed it, another penalty shootout, and then take all of the land that Angers have claimed. Montpellier heading north to take on Clermont Foot, where one goal was all it took for the attacking team to defeat the defending. And then PSG finally getting some action when Troyes attempted to attack them in a battle to claim all of Paris. And this is how that went. Neymar to Mbappe now, and Mbappe's through on goal. Is he gonna score? No, the keeper makes an incredible save, but Mbappe could have shot a lot sooner. Mbappe again giving more problems to the enemy defense, finds Neymar, who finds Messi, who shoots, but unfortunately gets blocked. Mbappe to Vitinha, who's gonna shoot, but the keeper makes a save, and I feel like that was an easier save for him to make. Well, PSG have a corner late on, 83 minutes into the game, and Neymar and Messi are just gonna pass the ball to each other. Messi will then find Mbappe, who finds the back of the net. And surely that's going to be the winner. Now this also means that Mbappe will be ejected from this game, but don't worry, he'll be back for the next game. He's only out for the rest of this one. And 1-0 to PSG is the scoreline that this game ended at, and PSG now own all of Paris. Now there are only 14 teams left, and this is what our map is currently looking like. And now time to find out who our next attacking team is going to be, and it's going to be Monaco. And I don't think I've mentioned this yet, but this is the team that I'm rooting for to win the entire video. And let me know in the comment section down below who you're rooting for. Now Monaco's going to be heading east-northeast. And when we move east-northeast from their land, we find OGC Nice. And this is going to be a tough matchup. And a tough matchup is exactly what this was, because OGC was the team to open up the scoring, but before the game ended, Monaco equalized, and this sent the two teams to a penalty shootout. Yo, we're in a penalty shootout and my heart is racing because I want Pineda and the boys to win this match, and Pineda slots the first penalty away, and then a dramatic penalty shootout would occur, and if Monaco's goalkeeper was to make the save, Monaco would win the penalty shootout. Now, even though I wanted Monaco to win, it's not like I did anything to give them an advantage. I'm simply just rooting for them. As you can see, both teams are playing with legendary AI, and it was initially professional, but a lot of the games were going to penalty shootouts, which is why I upped the difficulty. So Monaco have now eliminated OGC and can now expand into their land. The next round saw Toulouse heading south to take on Montpellier, where the latter would defeat them and as a result claim all of their land. Montpellier then heading northeast to take on Olympique Lyonnais, where goals from OL's Lacazette and Tete was enough to see Montpellier eliminated from the video as well. Brest continued their incredible run when they defeated Lorient in a penalty shootout, and they were now one of the teams who owned most of the land in France. Lens finally got their debut match, where a goal from their Luis Openda was enough to see Reims eliminated from the video, and then Nantes being provided with the golden opportunity of going from one of the teams with the least land to the most land when they were gifted with an opportunity to attack Brest, and boy, was this a crazy game. Nantes versus Brest now, and the former has an insane opportunity to get the most land in the country, but Brest wasn't going to allow FC Nantes to get their land easily. But FC Nantes did their best not to fumble this golden opportunity and equalized in the 86th minute. What an insane game this has been so far, and it's all going to be decided in a penalty shootout, and this has been Brest's bread and butter for this video. Okay, so it all comes down to this: if Brest score this penalty, they eliminate Nantes, and they do score, and their miraculous run is going to continue, and a victory over Nantes would see Brest expanding into their land and eliminating them from the video. But it seemed like Brest just could not get a break in this video. Next spin, let's see which team's going to be attacking this time, and it's going to be Brest once again. Which direction are they going to be attacking though? Northeast. Now if we move northeast from Brest, we enter into PSG's territory, and all of a sudden PSG is the team with the golden opportunity to get the most land in France. And PSG made the most out of this opportunity. Okay, it looks like PSG are in now. Neymar, Vitinha, and that's a goal. Now what this means is that Vitinha is now ejected, which means that PSG is lacking a midfielder. And this also means that Brest could have a decent chance at getting back into this game. But PSG would not take their foot off the gas yet, and Mbappe assisted his right back Hakimi, who scored the second goal for PSG. And even though PSG now lacked both a midfielder and a right back, they still managed to keep Brest out, which means that Brest is now eliminated from the video and all of their land now belongs to PSG. But props to this team for making it this far because nobody expected them to. After this, Lens took on Strasbourg in a game where Strasbourg got a 2-0 lead early on, but Lens clawed their way back to make the game 2-2. However, Strasbourg would end up scoring a third goal late on into the game, and this would clinch them the victory. That game was grand final material. And then Lille would be provided with their first opportunity to launch an attack, where realistically the only way forward for them was through Strasbourg. Lille versus Strasbourg, and this is going to be an interesting one because Strasbourg have been involved in some high scoring games and Lille are making their debut, and Strasbourg would continue their impeccable goal scoring form. Good skill, and what a finish from Strasbourg, but Lille then showed that they were there to play. Oh, decent skill move from Lille, and what a finish as well. But these were the only goals scored in this game, and as a result, the teams were forced into a penalty shootout. And then one of the craziest penalty shootouts ensued, and everything would come down to this final spot kick. And there it is! So after that victory from Strasbourg, they now own Lille's land. And it's now time to see the next team that's going to be attacking. And it looks like Strasbourg is once again going to be called into action. Now they're going to need to head west with their attack. And as you can see, if Strasbourg move west, they end up in PSG's territory. Now you can also see some free land. And the team that wins this game will not only get their opposition's land, but they'll also get this little spot. Because after this game, they'll own all of the land encapsulating the spot. And it only makes sense that they'll be able to take it for free. And there wasn't much action in this game, but a goal from Lionel Messi was enough to see PSG clinch the victory over Strasbourg, and PSG now own the lion's share of the land in France, and obviously Strasbourg is eliminated. We then had Lyon heading east to take on Monaco, where an epic game led to a penalty shootout, which ultimately led to Ben Yedder and the boys getting eliminated. And then I noticed something weird. This Auxerre team has literally been sitting in that piece of land for the entire video, and through potluck alone, they'd made it to the final 3 team. However, this luck of theirs would not continue, as they were our next team to attack, and they headed straight to PSG, and we all know how that ends. PSG then claimed some land for free, and OL did the same, and now our grand final was set up. So unfortunately for me, Monaco didn't make it this far, but the grand final is going to be between PSG and OL. So let's get into it. And a goal from Neymar before the halftime break would see PSG take the lead. However, Neymar has now been ejected, but has he done enough to clinch the victory for his team? And after 89 minutes of not that much action, Lyon got this chance. No way, Lyon tied the game up in the 90th minute. And after equalizing in the 90th minute, I decided that because this is the grand final, instead of going straight to a penalty shootout, we're going to have extra time. But then Lacazette decided to roll back the years, and he scored this insane goal, and this goal gave his team the lead, but also meant that he was ejected from the final. And unfortunately for PSG, after trying their best, they still weren't capable of breaking down OL's defense. And the game ended 2-1 to OL. This means that PSG is eliminated from the video, and OL now own all of the land in France. Now if you guys enjoyed this video, you're going to enjoy this one, so go ahead and click on that video to watch it.